Smith and Nelson in the morning on 94.9 KYSS FM. What they tweet, what they do, it's what's making news in the world of country music. This is the Music City 60 on 94.9 KYSS FM.
Yes, it is the Music City 60, and Winona Judd is saying that she will be doing the Judd's final tour in honor of her mother. She kind of revealed this during Sunday's Naomi Judd A River of Time celebration, which aired on TV. Said, I made a decision, and I thought I'd share it on national television, that after a lot of thought, I'm going to have to honor her and do this tour.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Also, you know, a little weird.
A little bit, yeah.
It's not the Judds anymore.
It's not the Judds. It's just going to be Winona Judd, of course. But, yeah, that kicks off the 30th of September. We'll run through the end of October, so it's kind of a short one. But some shows already sold out. Martina McBride will be a very special guest. So I imagine maybe she'll be filling in for, Naomi Judd. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'd imagine they'll kind of team up on some stuff.
Yeah.
Probably be a cool tribute show to go see, though, for sure.
Definitely, yeah.
Luke Combs telling Music Mayhem magazine about the first time he met Eric Church. He says Eric Church pretty much got him liquored up, drunk. He said we had a driver take us home. I think we made it to the car about 4:30 a.m. I think that's when it was. I had to stop in the middle of this really nice neighborhood. Eric Church got me so drunk I got sick on the way home from leaving his house. It was like being in semi-college again, like 4:30 in the morning.
Right.
So basically he goes on to say that, yes, he Ralphed in the middle of the street after hanging with Eric Church for the first time.
Sounds like a good time.
It's like a badge of honor there.
Yeah. Reba McEntire joining the cast of the show Big Sky, which airs on ABC, which takes place in Montana, not actually shot here. But she'll be playing a character named Sonny Brick, who is described as a successful backcountry outfitter with a secret history of missing customers. So season 3 will premiere in the fall, which is where she'll be on it.
It's kind of funny, all the shows that are filming here, then the one that's named Big Sky
is not filming here at all.
Somewhere else. All right, finally, ABC says it will be a big night for the American Idol finale, which happens Sunday night. I'm so far out of the loop, I had no idea where they are. And would have never known that they're wrapping up the season. But Luke Bryan, Gabby Barrett, Thomas Rhett, and Carrie Underwood.
Wow.
All going to perform as part of the show.
That's pretty wild.
Not just appear, but perform. So
yeah.
It's going to be a kind of heavy country music night.
Apparently.
So again, apparently,
well,
the finale is on Sunday.
Yeah.
I guess that's what's happening.
So they say.
So far out of the loop on Idol.
Yeah.
And now you're in the know with Nashville. Smith and Nelson's Music City 60. 94.9 KYSS FM. It's newsy and noteworthy, and it's now on 94.9 KYSS FM.
Yes, it is. What's newsy and noteworthy for your morning? And engineering students from Johns Hopkins University have now created an edible adhesive tape, which they call Tasty Tape, to keep burritos and other wrapped foods sealed up while you're eating. So if you're somebody who is making a burrito and you have trouble getting that thing wrapped, now you have an option. Tasty Tape.
And then you just eat the tape with the burrito.
Exactly, yeah. They kind of created a bunch of different ingredients before settling on a final recipe. It's edible, it's safe, has the strength to keep even the fattest burrito closed. For now, they're not revealing what the secret formula is because they're currently applying for a patent for it. Also not clear when it could be available, but still, it's good the scientists are working on the stuff that is really impacting people.
Game changer.
In lives. Yeah, absolutely.
It's crazy and sad. This is what's happening out there, but Better Business Bureau, warning parents about a new baby formula scam where apparently scam artists are sending emails to parents claiming they have formula available during the current shortages that's out there. And then they're having parents send money to PayPal or a Venmo account. And then, of course, never receive any formula. The scam artists getting tricky using graphic designers to make their emails look professional.
Ah, man.
That was always one of the giveaways. You'd see it, you'd be like, oh, look at that misspelled word.
Right,
look at that terrible graphic. That doesn't even look close to real. Now apparently they're getting help making their websites and emails look real.
Oh, man.
And that's the bummer. That's where we are in the world.
Yes, be careful out there. A guy on TikTok going viral for sharing his interaction with a customer service rep from Home Depot. I guess this guy wanted a refund on 240 square feet of pine straw mulch that he had delivered to his house. Once he got into it, realized that 2 of the 6 bales were defective with leaves and sticks mixed into the straw. So in an online chat with the Home Depot rep, he said he wanted store credit to purchase 2 more bales. But the rep said, well, you got to return this. You got to pack up all that loose straw. Haul it over to your local Home Depot to bring it back.
Man.
So he's like, well, I don't know how I'm going to carry 240 square feet of loose straw. So the rep suggested, well, go to the grocery store, ask them if they have any leftover boxes from delivery day, and use them to transport the straw. Matt posted a follow-up video where he shoves the straw into the back of his car, takes it to Home Depot. Said the associates at the store were very good. He received a call from corporate apologizing for the rep.
I would say they probably don't approve of that.
No, probably not.
Customer service rep. All right, Sports Illustrated, their swimsuited issue. Got a few different cover models this year, including Kim Kardashian, getting a lot of making a lot of noise with her cover. Apparently, it says one of them is a 74-year-old woman.
Oh.
And says she spent most of her life as a model and a dietitian. She says, if I thought I could be a swimsuit model for Sports Illustrated, people would have laughed me away as a crazy lady. And now here I am.
There you go.
It's kind of cool. She's kind of in the mix.
Yeah, that's really cool.
74. That's awesome.
That's wild. A guy in Ohio called the police last Monday and reported that his truck was stolen. Weirdly, the truck was stolen by his passenger while he was at the gas station.
His passenger?
His passenger stole the truck. The cops located the truck, arrested the guy who took it, but in the process of searching for the vehicle, they looked at the information on it. They discovered it was actually reported stolen before the day they got the call.
Oh, boy.
As it turns out, just 5 days earlier, Brett reported the stolen truck. He stole that same truck from a landscaping company. So now both men have been charged with receiving stolen property.
What are you thinking?
Yeah, I mean, once your stolen truck gets stolen, it's gone. You can't call the cops.
Gotta write it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow, that's crazy. Here you go. Story about a man in Florida. Not Florida man, because Florida man's always a bad story.
Sure, yeah.
This is just a man in Florida. Spending 100 hours in a kennel at the Humane Society there to raise money and awareness for shelter dogs.
Wow.
So he hopped into the kennel last night, started live streaming his stay, which is kind of cool. And you think, well, it's kind of a fun little publicity stunt.
Sure, yeah.
But the even better part is that it's not just a one-off thing. He's traveled to 300 animal shelters and raised over $3 million for dogs in need.
That's incredible.
So it's not just something he thought of and just like, oh, we'll get this in the news and this will help. No, he's been traveling around and yeah.
That's great.
$3 million he's raised so far.
Do they like feed him dog food and walk him a couple times a day? Is that how it usually works? Or
because they were walking him around. No, he's got to stay in the kennel. That's all part of it.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, kind of a cool deal with that guy. I love it. There you go. Newsy and noteworthy for your morning. It's KYSS.
This part of Smith and Nelson in the morning brought to you by Hunter Bay Coffee, Montana's premium gourmet coffee roaster. Smith and Nelson's Odds and Ends on 94.9 KYSS FM.
Yes, there's some odds and ends for your morning. If you have a fan of BTS in your house, you should know that BTS has a series of free workout tutorials they're releasing on YouTube right now. They just released their third installment yesterday out of 5. Each workout with BTS video releasing weekly on Mondays. However, the band is not the one working out in the videos.
No.
It's just like some person who's like instructing you, and then there's like clips of the band throughout. It's like, well, what's the point?
Clips of them like just performing.
I guess.
Not even
like,
working out.
Just performing, maybe even hanging out. I don't know, even know what it is. But yeah, they're not the ones actually doing the workouts.
Here I thought they were branching out,
you would
the
think.
effort.
Yeah,
No.
Guess not.
Interesting. This is kind of a crazy story. It says having more kids could be harmful to your health. Study from Columbia University says having more than 2 children could be harmful. Researchers studied older adults with large families and then smaller families. They found parents with 2 children were sharper cognitively than those with 3 or more kids.
Interesting.
And one of the professors says the negative effect of having 3 or more children on cognitive functioning is equivalent to 6.2 years of aging.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
And then exhausted parents with 3 kids are like, I already knew that.
yeah.
I was already well aware.
Well, why'd we pay for this study?
According to the latest data, the average American gets 26 scam calls a week, along with 11 spam texts. Yeah, and even though we're all kind of in the same boat there, some people in certain states get more spam than others. People in Pennsylvania hit the hardest, 31 spam calls a week. New Jersey, Texas, Oklahoma also get more on average. Actually, Montana in kind of the lesser range. We're in kind of like the bottom 10 as far as states go. So that's good at least.
We'll take that.
We got that going for us.
This is kind of crazy. It says a man in Idaho just set a world record, when he ran a half marathon while wearing 111 T-shirts. Completed the marathon in 2 hours, 47 minutes, and 55 seconds.
Actually, that's really impressive because like once you put on like more than 2 T-shirts at once, that becomes very constricting.
He beat the previous record of 82, so he went with 111.
Wow.
Here's his quote after. He says, "My arms lost circulation. After a couple hours, my hands swelled to what felt like twice the size. My normally loose wedding ring was a constricted ring, and I couldn't even touch my thumb across my hand."
Oh, man.
And a lot of He had a lot of answers to questions there, except for the main one. Why?
Yeah, why?
What are you doing? And why not just do 83 to beat the record?
Right. I guess you really wanted to make sure nobody else could beat it. So I'm not sure. Of course, there was a tragedy a few months back on the movie Rust, in which Alec Baldwin accidentally shot and killed the cinematographer, Helena Hutchins. But now one of the producers, Angel Nigam, is saying that the investigation will hopefully be resolved soon and will unveil what happened. And then we're confident we'll be able to complete the movie. They say they're still going to finish the movie Rust.
There's no way that happens.
I feel like that's going to be real iffy if it does. I mean, I don't think Alec Baldwin would want to go back to it. I know he is a producer on the movie Rust, so I don't really know. But, yeah.
There's no chance that happens, is there?
I don't know. I mean... Maybe
I'd put it at 0.
Yeah, I mean, I could see maybe like in tribute to Helena Hutchins, like her last work kind of getting put out there. Maybe that could be a thing, but yeah.
I just think the backlash would be crazy.
Yeah, even so. I mean, apparently the producer and Baldwin actually have another movie in the works right now. I think they might just be, they should probably just focus on that one. I feel like that would probably be the way to do it.
Yeah, I think moving on.
Yeah.
Way to go. All right, a couple things happened on this day. On this date in 1845, the rubber band was invented. This date in 1997, Kenny Chesney released his song "She's Got It All," went on to become Kenny's first #1 song.
Nice.
And then on this day in 2011, they did the final episode of the Oprah Winfrey Show.
Oh, wow.
A bunch of celebrities and guests attending these star-studded events. And there you go. For your morning, some odds and ends with Smith and Nelson. It's KISS.
Yep, this is your local country morning show. No bones about it. Smith and Nelson on 94.9 KISS FM.
Montana's country leader, 94.9 KISS FM. Smith and Nelson in the morning. Plus, you can listen with your free KISS FM mobile app. That's where you'll find Smith and Nelson on demand.
That's right.
As we do some good news stories for your Tuesday morning.
That's right. Here's some good news stories, stuff that's happening around the world. There's a factory in India that makes teddy bears stuffed with used cigarette butts, which
Is that good news?
There's more to it than that. They stuff these teddy bears with used cigarette butts, but it's not as nasty as it sounds. It's actually a recycling effort. So the employees carefully separate the paper and the charred tobacco from the filters, which are thoroughly washed and dried before being used as stuffing.
So it's not actually like the butts.
No, yeah, it's not like they're just picking them up off the ground
like paper,
and tossing them in the teddy bear.
It's paper filler that's been made from
exactly
kind of the parts of the cigarette butts.
Yes, exactly.
Sounds much better now.
Yeah, there you go. So there's some good news there. The 285 graduates of the Otis College of Art and Design in Los Angeles received a surprise graduation gift on Sunday when Snapchat CEO Evan Spiegel and his wife, Cora Organic CEO Miranda Kerr, announced they would pay off all of the class of 2022's student loan debt through a donation to the school.
Oh, wow.
Which is a pretty awesome thing. Love hearing that.
I love how that's become a thing like this time of year with graduation.
Yes.
The last however many years, it's just kind of become bigger and bigger. Like every year there's always surprises.
Right.
That's just cool.
Yeah, didn't happen at my graduation.
No.
But,
no. With my monthly payment, it didn't happen either, but cool to see for others.
Yes, definitely. Not clear how much they gave, but it was reportedly more than $10 million.
Gee, nice.
Yeah, and here's something. As gun violence continues to happen in America, especially among teenagers, there's a nonprofit in Canton, Ohio that's offering first aid training to teach children how to treat gunshot wounds, including how to stop bleeding and how tourniquets work, which that's good news they're able to do it. Sad news that they have to do it.
Right,
but
yeah.
Still. And a man in Columbus, Ohio, filmed himself saving a cat from a tree. The cat's name is Cooper. He'd been stuck for 2 days. The cat was up there pretty far, so the guy needed climbing equipment to get up there. Happened a year ago today, actually, but the video is just now making the rounds online. Pretty cool if you want to check that out.
Who's taking this video?
Also a good question, yeah.
They're taking the video, and why aren't they posting it right when it happens?
Or helping the guy climb up the tree.
Why didn't this become a bigger thing when it happened?
Yeah, absolutely. But the good news is the cat came down from the tree.
Yeah, good on the guy for getting it done.
Wild that it was up there for 2 days, though. You'd think the cat would have made an attempt to get down there at some point. But nevertheless,
I don't know.
Very strange. Anyway, those are your good news stories for the day.
94.9 KISS FM. You know, newsworthy nugget of the day with Smith and Nelson on 94.9 KISS FM.
Brought to you by Farside Sign, Missoula's leading full-service sign and custom vehicle graphic shop. Farside Sign in the 2200 blocks of Avenue West.
We try to find a little something that hopefully not everybody knows about. Turn that into our nugget, share that information. We hope you do the same.
Exactly, and you see this in movies and TV every once in a while. The red phone, the Moscow-Washington connection, the hotline between the two of them. It's supposed to be a direct connection from the Pentagon to Russia. It has never been red, nor has it ever been a phone. That's the myth there that we're kind of debunking. The red phone, you picture just a red phone, but in fact, it's called red phone because red is supposed to talk to Russia. And phone, it was originally a teletype machine. It was a fax machine. Now it's an email account. At no point has it ever been a phone.
All Hollywood's take on it. Huh?
Yes, I guess so. Just for whatever reason. But yeah, the red phone, not actually a thing. There you go. Need to or not. Now you know.
Adam